All right, U.S. Staffing Agency now, and Ben and Jim are here to talk with us about working in America, or as it were, not working. A lot of that happened Monday. Did you guys watch the big game?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I tuned in for like the last 5 minutes or so.
And
people say, "Yeah, that was smart," because that's pretty much the game.
That's
right
when
there.
the action happened.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Yeah, it was and that was when the action happened. There wasn't a whole lot of action after that, even Monday morning.
And the halftime show was not much to talk about either. So
right.
No.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Super Bowl 53, Jim and I found some fun Super Bowl facts that we thought would be interesting to throw out there this week. For example, there was an estimated economic impact in Atlanta area of over $400 million during the run-up to the game.
That's amazing.
Yes.
No wonder they want that game.
I know, yeah. We need that in Detroit.
Yeah.
We need it in Battle Creek.
There you go.
And there was over 10,000 volunteers needed over that 10-day period of the run-up.
I just laugh at that number. Like, you make that much money. Why do you need volunteers?
Right.
Why not just pay them?
Right.
Well, not counting the cost of the ticket, though, the average Super Bowl tourist spent $305. But, Tim.
That seems low.
It does. So, yeah, not counting the cost of the ticket. So, Tim, cost of Super Bowl tickets on the resale market. What do you think?
I saw anywhere from $4,000 to $7,000.
$7,200 was the last.
Wow.
Was the average. Last year it was $4,100. Yeah,
so it's up
people
like
paid a lot more.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so it's up just from last year about $3,100.
Sort of like the advertising costs.
I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Those go up every year. Well, also according to this article that tracks these sorts of Super Bowl stats, 20%.
Like that's the job I want when I grow up. I want to track Super Bowl stats for a living.
20% of these respondents said they would miss a wedding of a close friend or a loved one just to watch the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's not a good way to start.
I'm not sure if that's like at the game or just like in their living room. But and also get this, 15% said they would miss the birth of their own child to watch the Super Bowl.
Amazing.
That's just.
Those are the male respondents.
Clearly, those aren't the moms, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, listen. If you were counting calories on Sunday, and hopefully you weren't, the average calories consumed during those Super Bowl 53 parties was about 2,400 calories.
Oh my!
So when people were gone on Monday, they were out exercising, I think.
Yeah.
Burning it off.
Or just sitting home. I ate that whole
right. Ate the whole bowl of chips.
Well, speaking of skipping, about 17 million people called in the last Monday after the Super Bowl, and another 22 million either came in late or left early.
And the rest of us didn't want to be there anyway. So
that's right. Tim, we didn't have this problem here at Battle Creek. We have a dedicated team here in Battle Creek at U.S. Staffing. They were
same with us.
They were there on time, right?
Everybody was here.
Absolutely.
Well, we found an article last week by Kate Turnone that provides some great advice for HR managers and business leaders on how to address the whole topic of people calling off after a big sporting event or a big event the day before.
Yeah. So. Here's some suggestions that HR may want to take in order to maintain a positive workplace and keep tempers in check post-Super Bowl Sunday. First, keep expectations reasonably low. You're likely not to, break any land speed records on productivity.
It almost says like we should just be happy people show up that day.
That's right. That's exactly right.
But, you maybe even consider some creative scheduling options, too, to provide coverage for people that, they may not be there. So this is really like looking forward to next year as well. So plan ahead on this because you're going to have people missing. Also suggested by the article is don't give up on the things that are important, though. So, for instance, if you employ workers in jobs that include safety-related responsibilities, make sure to monitor them to make sure that they don't have a case of the Mondays and there's a legitimate hazard that might come up. Or maybe you have a call center. Don't sacrifice customer response time because people are not into work after the Super Bowl game.
Yeah, one thing that cannot be a casualty during the Super Bowl Monday effect is either people getting hurt or losing customers.
Right.
Those things just can't happen. But somewhat related to this is stay impartial and consistent. If someone comes to work late or is absent, enforce the attendance policy like it's any other day.
Right.
Tim, what do you think should happen to those who come in late after the Super Bowl on that Monday? Do they get a pass or
no pun intended?
Well, like you said, it's got to be the same for everybody. So if you're going to give them a pass, then you better be ready to give everybody a pass.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
and that's the point. Like, you have to be consistent
Yes.
to stay out of some legal problems that you can find yourself in. You don't want to be accused of being discriminatory in any kind of way. So the author also suggests to keep an eye out for unsportsmanlike conduct in the workplace. So this is the trash talking problem. So trash talking in the office, on the plant floor. Listen, it could create a hostile work environment.
Yeah.
We joke about it in our office. It's the Michigan-Ohio State game
Sure.
syndrome. So
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely right.
but there's nobody from the Buckeyes in our office, so it's okay to trash talk. No one's going to be there to talk back to us.
Yeah. Well, we encourage people to be adults and keep it fun.
Right.
But HR may need to enforce some policies on respectful discourse and acceptable workplace conduct in regard to these things. And so remember, they need to remember this too shall pass. So, keep this in mind when you're coming up to, like you said, other days like Deer Days coming up on a Friday. So there's going to be some call-ins there.
March Madness.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
March Madness. Well, listen, if you're someone looking to make a change in your daily work address, come into U.S. Staffing and let's chat. We work with a long list of employers in the Battle Creek and Kalamazoo area that are looking to grow their teams. Or maybe you're an employer that needs to add some quality people to your team. Call us. We have a great list of team members that are looking for a great place to work. Ben, how can folks reach out to us?
If employers and potential associates want to talk with us, they can find us on Facebook at U.S. Staffing Agency. They can live chat with us on our website at usstaffingagency.com, or come into our Battle Creek location in the Mingus Creek Plaza at 5420 Beckley Road, Suite C. Our phone number there is 589-6507.
All right, guys. Thanks again. We'll talk to you next Thursday.
Yeah, thanks.